Good afternoon. Thank you for joining Oyo State today on BCOS television. I am Ifeoluwa Olaoye. The decision of the state government to approach the Federal High Court for clarification on the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission's demand for copies of all contracts and details of transactions with contractors between 2021 and 2025 is not an attempt to forestall investigation because neither the state government nor Governor Seyi Makinde has anything to hide. In a release signed by the Special Advisor, Media to the State Governor, Dr. Sulaiman Olanrewaju, Governor Makinde's administration has managed state finances with prudence, which is why it has successfully constructed more roads, rehabilitated more primary health care centers, increased access to qualitative education, employed more civil servants, as well as paid salaries and pensions regularly, among others. According to the release, the EFCC's request for copies of all contracts and details of transactions with contractors from 2021 to the date of its letter was a blanket request, reason why the state government asked the commission to specify the contractors or companies under investigation so that relevant documents could be provided. It added that when the EFCC failed to respond, the state approached the Federal High Court to determine whether such a sweeping demand was lawful. The court acknowledged the EFCC's statutory powers to investigate financial crimes, but ruled that the commission's demand was speculative and declared that any request by the commission must be reasonable and tied to INEC. The state office says the third and final phase of the continuous voter registration CVR exercise, which was extended by 2 weeks, will end on Sunday, July 26, 2026, ahead of the 2027 general elections. Resident Electoral Commissioner Professor Adenirotela, however, urged eligible Nigerians, especially the state residents who are yet to register and registered voters seeking transfer, PVC replacement or correction of personal details to take advantage of the extension before the deadline. Professor Tella advised prospectively online without visiting INEC offices. The resident and credible voter registration exercise, urging all eligible residents of the state to complete their registration within the stipulated period. The Olubadan of Ibadan land, Oba Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja, has announced the program of activities for the 2026 Ololu Masquerade Festival, which will hold from July 27 to July 30, urging residents and participants to ensure a peaceful celebration. According to a statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Olubadan, Chief Ayoade Olugbemiga, the 4-day festival will begin on July 27 with the festival eve featuring a courtesy visit by the Ololu Masquerade to the Olubadan's palace, where prayers will be offered for the monarch, Ibadan land, and its people. On July 28 and 29, the masquerade will visit Governor Seyi Makinde at the Government House, Agodi, as well as several communities, markets, and notable locations across Ibadan as part of the traditional celebrations. Oba Ladoja reiterated that in line with the tradition of Ibadan land, women are forbidden from seeing the Ololu masquerade, while members of the public have also been warned against taking photographs or recording videos of the masquerade during the festival. The monarch further cautioned masquerade followers, traditional worshippers, adherents of other religions, and members of the public to avoid acts of causing requests, while urging security agencies to remain vigilant and protect lives and property throughout the celebration. The Olubadan said the Ololu Masquerade Festival, which marks the grand finale of the 2026 Ibadan Egungun Festival that began on June 21, will conclude on July 30 with traditional visits to various parts of Ibadan to offer prayers for peace, security, unity, and the continued development of Ibadan land. The State Police Command has dismantled a suspected goods diversion syndicate, arrested 2 suspects, Olawale Karim, 40-year-old, and Ogunbiyi Monday, 46-year-old, and recovered goods worth about 32 million naira during an operation in the Irepo area of Oyo town. Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Ayolade Olayinka, said operatives of the Command Monitoring Unit acted on credible intelligence to raid the syndicate's hideout, leading to the recovery of an Iveco truck with Lagos registration number MUS 809XY, loaded with 570 bags of guinea corn allegedly diverted while being transported from Kaduna State. According to the police, preliminary investigations revealed that the suspects are members of a syndicate involved in diverting goods in transit for financial gain, while both men reportedly confessed to their roles in the crime. The Commissioner of Police in the state, Mr. Abimbola Olugbenga, commended the operatives and reaffirmed the command's commitment to protecting lives, property, and legitimate commercial activities, and warned criminals to desist or face the full weight of the law. The command also appealed to transporters, logistics operators, business owners, and members of the public to remain vigilant and report suspicious activities through the appropriate security channels. Security at the grassroots received a boost in Oluyole local government area of Oyo State with the commissioning of a community Amotekun security post at Ayegun Olomi, one of the state's fastest growing residential communities. The project is aimed at strengthening intelligence gathering, improving emergency response, and enhancing the safety of lives and property within the area. Staff reporter Adebayo Abdurofil was there to bring the details.
Morality and the good use of mankind. I hereby position this particular project.
Commissioning the facility, the Secretary to the Oyo State Government, Professor Musiba Obabatunde, said security has remained a major priority of the Governor Seyi Makinde administration since assuming office in 2019. He noted that the establishment of the community Amotekun post will complement the efforts of conventional security agencies by extending security coverage to communities and promoting intelligence sharing between residents and security operatives. Professor Babatunde commended the chairman of Oluyole local government, Engineer Akim Olatunji, for initiating the project, describing it as a practical demonstration of the government's commitment to tackling insecurity at the grassroots.
What the government is doing in addressing insecurity challenges, especially at the grassroots level. Having an Amotekun office, being open this particular community, whereby there is no security coming from the Nigerian police, it's going to go a long way to give assurances to the citizens and the residents of Ayegun Olomi community.
In his remarks, the deputy governorship candidate of the Allied People's Movement, APM in Oyo State, Engineer Muftau Opun-Salau, described security as the primary responsibility of every government and called for greater investment in community-based policing. He also advocated the speedy establishment of state police to further strengthen the protection of lives and property, while applauding the council chairman for supporting the operation of the Amotekun Corps and other security agencies.
We are not surprised. He has been a performing chairman since from the inception, and that has been the reason why the composition of the leadership of our party have decided to elevate him.
Earlier, the chairman, Oluyole local government, Engineer Akim Olatunji, explained that the project was initiated by members of the Ayegun Olomi community before the council intervened to complete. The location of the security post was carefully chosen because of the rapid development of the area, its proximity to the Ibadan Circular Road, and the distance residents previously traveled before accessing security services.
I can say it's one of the fastest developing community probably in Nigeria. So, but I'm very close to the Circular Road. So, by virtue of that, the security of our people has to be at the front burner. So that's why we decided to put this one here. At least residents of this area to report to the nearest station. It's Asayo, which is about several miles away from here.
Traditional rulers, community leaders, and residents commended the initiative, expressing optimism that the security post will curb criminal activities and create a safer environment for residents and businesses. The event was attended by traditional and community leaders from Ayegun, Olomi, and Olojoro communities and featured the presentation of motorcycle to the Amotekun Corps, the Nigerian Forest Security Services, and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps to strengthen security operations in the area. Adebayo Abdurrafi, BCOS News.
BCOS TV is now on Niger TV app, and you can watch us from any part of the world. BCOS website is live. Kindly visit www.bcostv.com. You can also watch us on GoTV channel 134 and channel 113 on Star Times. Now, before I go, contribute your quota to move Oyo State forward. That ends Oyo State today. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.
As an accountant, federal allocation and Nigeria have been increased. Are we now seeing the value for money in project and execution across the state?
Yes, to some. Economy is like a tree. Where you fell a tree today and you plant another one. It's not what that will just generate in a day. That will now be big one and it will take time. But for this increase in Nigeria is affecting. If you look at our infrastructure critically and the way the agriculture sector have been developed, and we see that there is an improvement.
You see this one that you bring, those are the things we will use to do sacrifice.
Me ajahe koja.
You say you want me to punish you? Give me my blood cost. Come on, my blood cost, give me.
I am his girlfriend. Who the hell are you?
Bow for the boy. Say the bow for the boy. After God, Baba. Now you, okay. Do you know who you are talking to?
I honestly tried to convince him to date you, but the guy said he does not want. He said he does not want to be with somebody who is always shaking her butt all over social media, all in the name of.
Ẹ káàsán, a kú iṣẹ́ látàárọ̀. Ìròyìn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ni mo mú wá fún yín, Fúnmi Elégbèdé lórúkọ tèmi. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ti ṣàfọ̀mọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ nípa bó ṣe tọ́ ilé ẹjọ́ gíga ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó jókòó ní lọ lórí ìbéèrè tí àjọ tó ń gbógun ti ìwà ìbàjẹ́ nídìí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé nílẹ̀ EFCC ń béèrè nípa àwọn ẹ̀dà gbogbo ìwé iṣẹ́ àkànṣe àti ìdúnàdúrà owó pẹ̀lú àwọn agbaṣẹ́ṣe láàrin ọdún 2021 sí 2025. Pé kì í ṣe ìgbìyànjú láti pagidínà ìwádìí àjọ náà tàbí pé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ yìí tàbí gómìnà Mákindé lẹ́bọ lẹ́rù èyí tó ń fi pamọ́. Nínú àtẹ̀jáde tí olùdámọ̀ràn pàtàkì fétò ìròyìn gómìnà ọ̀mọ̀wé Sulaiman Ọláníwájú fi síta jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé ìṣèjọba gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé ṣe àmúlò owó àti ọ̀rọ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ yìí bó ṣe yẹ. Ìdí nìyí tó fi ṣe àṣeyọrí nínú líla àwọn ojú ọ̀nà sí ṣíṣàtúnṣe àwọn ilé ìwòsàn alábọ́dé, pípèsè níní àǹfààní ètò ẹ̀kọ́ èyí tó pójú owó, gbígba ọ̀pọ̀ òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba sí tó fi mọ́ sísan owó oṣù òṣìṣẹ́ àti owó ìfẹ̀yìntì àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì déédéé. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí àtẹ̀jáde náà ti wí, ìbéèrè àjọ EFCC fún gbígba ẹ̀dà àwọn iṣẹ́ àkànṣe àti ìwé ìdúnàdúrà pẹ̀lú àwọn agbaṣẹ́ṣe láàrin ọdún 2021 títí di àkókò yìí náà ló jẹ́ ìbéèrè tí kò lẹ́sẹ̀ ńlẹ̀. Ìdí nìyí tí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ fi ké sí àjọ náà láti jẹ́ kó mọ àwọn agbaṣẹ́ṣe tàbí ilé-iṣẹ́ gan tó fẹ́ darí ìwádìí rẹ̀ sí kí wọ́n lè pèsè àwọn ìwé tó yẹ fún un. Bákan náà ló ṣàlàyé pé bí àjọ EFCC ṣe kùnà láti fèsì padà ní ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ fi tọ ilé ẹjọ́ àpapọ̀ lọ láti mọ̀ bóyá irúfẹ́ ìbéèrè náà bófin mu. Bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ilé ẹjọ́ gbà pé àjọ EFCC ní agbára lábẹ́ òfin láti ṣèwádìí ẹ̀sùn owó náà, àmọ́ ó gbé ìdájọ́ kalẹ̀ pé irúfẹ́ ìbéèrè bẹ́ẹ̀ dàbí ìgbà tó ń fimú fínlẹ̀ kiri ni. Adájọ́ Ìkíoyè Maha tó darí ẹjọ́ náà gbé ìwé tí àjọ EFCC kọ lọ́jọ́ kejì oṣù kẹfà ọdún 2025 sí sẹ́gbẹ́ kan. Ó sì kéde rẹ̀ pé ìbéèrè yòówù tí àjọ EFCC béèrè fún gbọ́dọ̀ fi sun àwọn ẹ̀sùn gbòógì. Wáyé o, àjọ elétò ìdìbò nílẹ̀ INEC ẹ̀ka tìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ti ṣàlàyé pé ìpele kẹta àti àṣekágbá ètò ìforúkọsílẹ̀ olùdìbò èyí tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n ṣe àfikún àkókò rẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ fún ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì yóò wá sópin lọ́jọ́ ìsinmi ọjọ́ 26 oṣù yìí ṣáájú ètò ìdìbò gbogbogbò tọdún 2027. Kọmíṣánná àjọ elétò ìdìbò INEC nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Adéníran Tẹ̀là rọ àwọn ọmọ ilẹ̀ yìí tí kò tí ì forúkọsílẹ̀ pàápàá jùlọ nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ àtàwọn tí wọ́n ti forúkọsílẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ tí wọ́n fẹ́ kúrò níbi tí wọ́n wà lọ síbòmíràn tó fi mọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ gba káàdì ìdìbò mìíràn tàbí tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe àtúnṣe lórí káàdì wọn láti ṣàmúlò àfikún ọjọ́ yìí kó tó parí. Ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Tẹ̀là tún rọ àwọn aráàlú láti má ṣe dúró de ọjọ́ tí ètò náà yóò parí o, nítorí pé àìtètè ṣètò rẹ̀ lè mú kí èrò pọ̀ jù ó sì lè má jẹ́ kí wọ́n rí káàdì gbà. Bákan náà ló ṣàlàyé pé àjọ INEC ti ṣàgbékalẹ̀ ìlànà tí èèyàn fi lè ṣètò ìforúkọsílẹ̀ náà fúnra rẹ̀ lójú òpó ayélujára àjọ náà. Bákan náà ló ṣàtẹnumọ́ ìfẹ́rẹ́níjà àjọ INEC tí ṣètò ìforúkọsílẹ̀ tí kò ní àyòyò. Kéde onírúurú ètò fún ìjáde eégún olóòlù fọdún yìí èyí tí yóò wáyé láti ọjọ́ 27 sí 30 oṣù tá a wáyé. Olúbàdàn wá rọ àwọn aráàlú àtàwọn olùkópa níbi ọdún náà láti rí pé ètò ọ̀hún lọ nírọ̀wọ́rọ̀sẹ̀. Àtẹ̀jáde tí akọ̀wé fétò ìròyìn Olúbàdàn Olóyè Solomon Olúgbénga fi síta jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé ayẹyẹ tí yóò wáyé fún ọjọ́ 4 náà yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ 27 oṣù yìí pẹ̀lú àbẹ̀wò sí ààfin Olúbàdàn níbi tí olóòlù yóò ti wúre fún orí adé náà, ilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn àtàwọn ìlú Ìbàdàn lápapọ̀. Lọ́jọ́ 28 àti 29 oṣù yìí olóòlù yóò ṣàbẹ̀wò sọ́dọ̀ gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé ní ilé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Agodi nílùú Ìbàdàn àti àwọn agbègbè mìíràn bíi àwọn ọjà àwọn ibòmíràn tó gbajúgbajà nílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn. Ọba Ládọjà ṣàtẹnumọ́ rẹ̀ pé ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àṣà ilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn fún obìnrin ó di èèwọ̀ fún obìnrin láti fojú gan ní olóòlù. Ìdí nìyí tí Olúbàdàn fi ń rọ àwọn aráàlú láti má ṣe ya àwòrán eégún olóòlù tàbí ká fọ́nrán àwòrán rẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Ọba aláyé náà tún ṣèkìlọ̀ fún àwọn tó máa ń tẹ̀lé eégún, àwọn ẹlẹ́sìn ìbílẹ̀ àtàwọn ẹlẹ́sìn mìíràn tó fi mọ́ àwọn aráàlú láti yàgò fún ohunkóhun tó lè ṣokùnfà wàhálà. Ó sì rọ àwọn àjọ aláàbò láti máa fojú sọ́rí kí wọ́n sì jígìrì sí dídáàbòbò ẹ̀mí àti dúkìá aráàlú lásìkò ayẹyẹ náà. Olúbàdàn tilẹ̀ Ìbàdàn wá jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé eégún olóòlù tó jẹ́ eégún ńlá tí ń gbẹ̀yìn nígbàlẹ̀ ni yóò káàdì ayẹyẹ eégún tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ 21 oṣù kẹfà ọdún yìí lẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àbẹ̀wò sáwọn apá ibìkan nílùú Ìbàdàn láti gbàdúrà fún ìfẹsẹ̀múlẹ̀ àlàáfíà, ààbò, ìṣọ̀kan àti ìdàgbàsókè ìlú Ìbàdàn. Ọwọ́ iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ti tẹ pa afurasí méjì tí wọ́n darí ọjà ọlọ́jà síbòmíràn torúkọ wọn jẹ́ Ọláwálé Karim àti Ògúnbíyì Monday. Wọ́n sì ka ọjà tí owó rẹ̀ lé ní mílíọ̀nù 22 mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ lásìkò iṣẹ́ ìlú tí àwọn ọlọ́pàá ṣe ní agbègbè Ìrẹ́pọ̀ nílùú Ọ̀yọ́. Alárinà iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Ayọ́ládé Ọláyínká ṣàlàyé pé ikọ̀ olùtọpinpin níléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ìròyìn ọ̀tẹlẹ̀múyẹ́ nípa àbùbá ikọ̀ afurasí náà tó mú kí ọwọ́ tẹ ọkọ̀ akẹ́rù ńlá kan tí wọ́n fi kó àpò ọkà bàbà 450 tí wọ́n darí rẹ̀ gba ibòmíràn láti ìpínlẹ̀ Kaduna tí wọ́n ti ń gbé bọ̀. Iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ pé ìwádìí ráńpẹ́ tí wọ́n ṣe fi hàn pé àwọn afurasí náà máa ń lọ́wọ́ nínú dídarí ọjà ọlọ́jà síbòmíràn láti pawó sápò ara wọn. Kọmíṣánná ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Abímbọ́lá Olúgbénga wá gbóríyìn fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá náà. Ó sì ṣe àlàyé pé iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ṣe ìfara rẹ̀ jìn sí dídáàbòbò ẹ̀mí àti dúkìá àwọn aráàlú pẹ̀lú ààbò fún okòwò tó bófin mu. Wá ṣèkìlọ̀ fún ìwà ó dá àwọn ọ̀daràn nílẹ̀ yìí pé kí wọ́n jáwọ́ tàbí bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fojú winá òfin. Bákan náà ló pàrọ̀ sáwọn ọlọ́kọ̀ èrò, àwọn tó ń bá ní gbé ẹrù fi ẹrù ránṣẹ́, àwọn oníṣòwò àtàwọn aráàlú láti máa fojú ṣọ́rí kí wọ́n sì máa fi ìròyìn ìwà ọ̀daràn tó bá ń wáyé láyìíká àwọn tó àwọn àjọ aláàbò tó yẹ létí. Ètò ààbò lẹ́sẹ̀ kúkú ní ìgbélárugẹ ti dé bá níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Olúyọ̀lé ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ pẹ̀lú ìdásílẹ̀ ibùdó ẹ̀ṣọ́ aláàbò Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn ní Ayégun Olómi, ọ̀kan lára agbègbè tí ìdàgbàsókè ti ń ya kankan ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Ètò yìí ni àfojúsùn rẹ̀ wà láti ró ààbò lágbára sí i, títètè dáhùn sí ìpè pàjáwìrì àti dídáàbòbò ẹ̀mí àti dúkìá àwọn olùgbé agbègbè náà. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Adébáyọ̀ Àbúrọ̀fì bá wọn péjú síbẹ̀. Ìròyìn tó mú bọ̀ rèé, ẹ bá mi kà lọ. Nígbà tó ń ṣí ibùdó náà, akọ̀wé ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Musbah Babatunde ṣàlàyé pé ètò ààbò jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára ohun tó múmú lọ́kàn ìṣèjọba gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé látìgbà tó ti dépò lọ́dún 2019. Bákan náà ló wòye pé ìdásílẹ̀ ibùdó ikọ̀ ẹ̀ṣọ́ aláàbò Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn ságbègbè náà yóò kún àyàn àwọn àjọ aláàbò yòókù lọ́wọ́ nípa ṣíṣètò ààbò fún àwọn agbègbè àti mú ìgbélárugẹ bá ìfimúfínlẹ̀ kó ìròyìn yìí. Ó ṣàpèjúwe rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí àfihàn ìfaraẹnijìn ìjọba sí wíwá gbòdẹ́kun fún ààbò tó mẹ́hẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀ kùkú.
àwa ṣí ilé ààbò tí wọ́n kọ́ fún àwọn Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn láti máa ṣe kí láti máa mójútó ọ̀rọ̀ ètò ààbò ní agbègbè Olúyọ̀lé tó jẹ́ pé Ayégun Olómi.
Ìdásílẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá ìpínlẹ̀ láti ró ààbò lágbára lẹ́sẹ̀ kùkú nígbà tí ó ń gbóríyìn fún alága ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ náà fún ṣíṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún ikọ̀ ẹ̀ṣọ́ aláàbò Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn àti àwọn àjọ aláàbò yòókù.
Security concern everybody and tẹ́ bá wò.